Hey everybody, happy Saturday. This is day 2252 of doing 100 pull-ups a day. As you can see, Joe Boo is back. Therefore, podcasts are going to be back, and we're going to get ready for podcast episode 26. Got a lot to talk about, trust me, the last few weeks being gone and away doing big boy things. Finally home, back with the boy Joe Boo. But anyway, I'm going to give you guys the rest of the reps through 8 times speed, but all the reps will be posted to YouTube later on today. So you guys check it out. Have a wonderful
Who
day.
are you?
I'm just a that love pull-ups.
Okay, everybody, welcome back. Okay, mic check, mic check. Just trying to freaking recuperate back at home. So, as you know, I had to postpone a couple. I was obviously, guys, I'd have to drive across the street to go use the bathroom in the morning. How about that? So, I think making a podcast would be fairly difficult if going to the bathroom required you to get up in your car and drive across the street. Just remember that. But nonetheless, I'm back. Here we go. Do I have some stuff to talk about, dude? Over the span of this summer, back in town playing baseball was a beautiful thing, beautiful blessing. I cannot complain, but I'm human and I will. So here you go. I'm going to. I don't want to do it too bad, but guys, we ended up going 6 wins, 40. I don't know after tonight, 6 or 7 wins, one of the two. We'll see after tonight. On the season total, which is terrible, and I am only. Put it this way, guys. We have people showing up that are ball players, but they end up on the mound. And we have people show up for the mound that end up on the field that aren't ball players. I don't understand why that is. Let's just say alcohol is one hell of a drug, and you should not do it. Kids, do not drink alcohol. And if you are, drink it, moderately. Moderation. Just don't be a drunk is the best thing. And that's basically what I dealt with, what my teammates dealt with. When the authority is under the influence constantly, that doesn't help, will not help anybody, especially when you're running a team. So I know when I manage baseball teams, or I was usually, not usually, sorry, 100% of the time I was not intoxicated at all, nor would I be intoxicated the nights before. I would always be ready to go to do my job to the best of my abilities. But nonetheless, I can't say the same for what I dealt with this off season, or this season, my first season of the Pecos League. And it took me everything in my right, every ounce of energy I had to bite my tongue when it came to. I made the All-Star team, which was dope. That was a good gift that I received from this hell of a year. When I mean hell in a bad way, like hell of a year, I meant like hell of a year. Like it was hell. But I can't say it was hell because at the same time I got to play baseball. It's a strange catch. That was just a big ass thorn sticking out of the rose that was present. So how do I say this? What was I? Oh, so I had an interview. So the All-Star game came about. All the managers were getting interviewed at the All-Star game. Our wonderful manager doesn't show up to the All-Star game. I don't know why. He was supposed to, but he did not show up. So they interviewed me. And it took me everything in my right to hold my tongue about the negativity that I have to spill. But I will spill it here on the podcast, considering nobody listens to this anyway. Nobody's listening, so it's okay. And if you are listening, I'm not going to say any names for this, for the sake of, I don't want to defame anybody. Or, I just don't want to defame anybody, but let's just say um, it was definitely a struggle, but now I get to kind of let loose right now, and I will. And man, first things first, how do I say this? I'm going to share an incident that happened. And I want to know who's, this is my side of the story, generally. I'm just going to tell the truth. Remember, guys, I don't drink all the time. I don't drink to get drunk. I don't, how do I say this? I wake up early. I'm not hungover. My grammar's okay. I'm coherent. I'm the voice of reason, if you will. I have a voice of reason, and I like to think that, at least. According to the general manager of a specific team, he had told me that I was the voice of reason for my team. So, if that tells you anything, this is an opposing team in the league that the GM had told me that you're the voice of reason. So, anyway, that's just what I'm saying right now. Situation. I was appointed to... Situation is, we had a meeting where the players got together to kind of sign, like a tabling event. Think of it that way, guys. We met at a hotel for this event, and at this hotel, the wonderful leader of the team was there, staying at that hotel. Cool. You would think the wonderful leader would show up to this meeting concerning the baseball team that you're in charge of. I mean, I would show up. When you're the boss, or when you're the manager, or when you're the head of something, you have head of something responsibilities, guys. And whether you want to do them or not, it's your responsibility, your obligation. That's the whole point of taking the position. And just like the All-Star game, I'm sorry to say, it's just true. This is just true, guys. There's nothing like, if you show up even when you don't want to. Show up when you're sick. Show up when you're not feeling well. But anyway, of course, he doesn't show up. I have to arrange something. We have an event the following. We have an event we're scheduling. It's Monday, and we're scheduling an event on the Wednesday. And this event requires... I'm appointed by the GM of the other team. He appoints me to select folks to go to an amusement park. He says, you have X amount of people you're allowed to get, but we have more than X amount. We have well over that amount. So I have to select the few. He tells me, let's just say Bob is his name. The GM's name is Bob, okay? Bob tells me, Gabriel's me. He says, Gabriel, you only have X amount of people that can go. I would like the All-Stars to go. And the remainder, you go ahead and choose. Cool. There's 5 total All-Stars on this team. Gabriel selects 4 of them because one of them cannot make it. So, we are allowed 2 more people. Open slots. There is well over that amount. You can't even field a baseball team with 6 people, right? If you did the math, you can't field a baseball team with 6. So yes, we have more than 6 people. I promise you, on this baseball team. What happens after that? Gabriel decides, you know what would be best? You know what would be best? We have homeless guys on this baseball team. You know, myself included, homeless, but I was one of the All-Stars, so I already had the free ticket. Granted, I don't care about Six Flags, or I just say that clear enough. I said the damn name of this thing. It don't matter. I don't care about the amusement park. I don't ride rides, guys. That's not me. So I don't even want to go. So whatever. But I'm going to go because I have an obligation to go. I'm one of the All-Stars. I'm going to show up. Wow. I'm pretty mature, I guess. But anyway, I say, okay, I have two other guys that are without homes, that are not staying with anybody. They're homeless. So I let them go to Six Flags so they don't have to sit around in a Starbucks all day. And, why not? Here's a treat, bro. It sucks to be without a place to lay your head at night. That's not your freaking car or truck. As I did the whole summer, but whatever. And that left some people that wanted to go out that couldn't. Cool. Some understood. They're like, all right, man. He gave you the authority to select, and you did your job. Great job, Gabriel. Yes. Did I think it was over? I thought it was all said and done. I texted the people that couldn't go. And apparently one of the dudes that I told that couldn't go had a fit about it. Spoiled. Comes from money. Go figure. But at the same time, I think this kid's on the spectrum, so I feel kind of bad if I'm being honest with you. That's a whole separate can of worms that we could talk about. But anyway, he reaches out to my wonderful, brilliant leader and says, I don't know what he says. I'm assuming he said in some sort where I'm demonized to where it's all my fault because this person can't go to this amusement park when, someone had to sit out that wanted to go. In a perfect world, like I said, we have more than 9 people on a baseball team. You don't just have 9 guys. You have 9 plus the subs. So remember that. You need the extras, reinforcements. But he says that I'm guessing in some way to where I'm just the bad guy for not letting him go to this event that I had to choose from. Now, long story short, not long story short, what happens next in this sequence of events? Homeboy ends up going, but at the same time, my boss starts scolding me the next day. Oh, that night, sorry. He starts scolding me that night on why the hell I didn't allow him to go. Why he's cursing at me, all this stuff. He's a classy man because he has money, in his words. That guy's got money. He's some man of class. Wow, I didn't know class included money. Just because you have money, you have class. That is crazy. But at the same time, guys, when you're into gambling, that's probably what goes through your head. And when you like to drink alcohol, that's probably the type of thoughts you have. I wouldn't know because I don't do those type of activities. But I'm just guessing. So please help me with that. If you're a gambler and a drunk, please reach out in these comments and let me know if that's how your mind processes. Dudes with money are classy by default because they come from money. They don't have to work. And mommy and daddy will supply everything. That is awesome. I didn't know that builds class. That's crazy. But let me know because I have no idea. But anyway, yeah, so I got scolded by a drunk the other night for, in my head, when he's telling me these things on why I made such a poor decision when we're putting position players on the mound and mound guys are POs, so you will, on the field that don't belong on the field. While we have guys fresh out of college that played positions that are sitting the bench or pitching and hurting their arms. So remind me of the bad move that I made because I'm sure that, what is that called? It's kind of like, it reminds me of Christ, kind of, where he tells them, don't worry about the sin that your homie's creating when you have a plank in your eye. Don't worry about the sawdust. It's kind of like that. And, this is not really in the sinful manner. It's just more in the you are incompetent manner, just because you don't agree. And I know I missed a checkmate on there. I'm kicking myself in the butt for that. I should have had checkmate one move earlier. But anyway, going back, my ADD is kicking in. Going back, yeah, he in my head, I'm just like, maybe if you showed up to the meeting when you're in the same hotel, same vicinity, that would have been sick, and you could have made those decisions. But you didn't, and there's a reason why we are 6 wins with 40 something losses this season, and it's definitely not on the players. It starts at the top. But anyway, who am I to say that? I'm just a manager myself. I've managed teams before. This guy is also what did he say? Insulted me on the baseball field about my coaching when really, I'll give you a situation. I'm on first base as a coach. I tell the kid halfway, he decides to go, 80% of the way to second base because the ball's in the air. And then he comes back, I say slide, and he doesn't slide. And manager's talking his mess about me when I straight up just had a bonehead kid not listen to me. He's 19 years old, 20 years old. I'm not surprised. And I talked to the kid after. I was cool with it. He didn't care, but they don't want to hear it. But anyway, yeah, that was it. Just it's a rough season, rough time. But that was the story. And I'm telling you this the next day. I'm pretty sure that had to do with me. He told me I was starting the next day, and then he took the ball out of my hands and did not let me start the next game. So that's the type of management we dealt with. But it's okay. That was the podcast for number 26. It was just a ugly one. I'm sorry, guys. That was a really sad thing that I had to do right now. But no names were dropped, at least. I just wanted to share with you guys how the hell it went recently. The situation type of silly stuff we deal with here. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Ass clown.